While the first round of the 2004 UAE National Rally Championship had seen more competitors than ever enter, the second event of the UAE Championship, the 1000 Dunes Rally, is probably the most popular and prestigious. The 1000 Dunes is a unique event demanding stamina and discipline. It is a 24-hour rally with competitive sections run throughout the day and night. Traditionally, the rally sees many retire. It's a coefficient 2 event, meaning that all points are doubled, making it key in the UAE Championship overall. The 1000 Dunes Rally Hall of Fame contains many of the region's best-known drivers, including Sheikh Suhail bin Khalifa Al Maktoum, who, with Mohammed Juma, took victory back in 1997. Off-road specialist Ahmed bin Sugat and co-driver Wael Marjan claimed honours in 2000, while in the 2002 running of this event, it was the Land Rover driven by Mohammed Shibani and co-driver Ahmed Malik who took victory. The 2003 edition of the 1000 Dunes Rally was held against the backdrop of the annual Dubai Shopping Festival. 23 entrants started, including the 2002 National Rally champions Ubaid Al-Athbor and Abdul Halim Al-Busaidi. Second away in 2003, Syed Al-Hamali and Ahmed Malik in a Nissan Patrol. Third to start in 2003 was Raad Bakar and Nabil Ahmadi in their Liali Range Rover. The opening competitive section of 25 kilometers claimed an alarming number of competitors, including the 2001 champion Sheikh Abdullah Al Qasimi, as well as Sheikh Hamad Al Thani from Qatar. Syed Al-Hamali and Ahmed Malik drive well. The Abu Dhabi driver was the highest Arab finisher in the 2003 UAE Desert Challenge, the final round of the World Cup for cross-country events. Raad Bakar and Nabil Ahmadi returned to competition at the start of 2003 and took second in the opening round of the 2003 championship. The highest placed foreign driver in the 2002 UAE Championship, when he finished in fourth place, David Mabs with Brian Lightford, here in their Land Rover, lost third gear in the third stage, but managed to continue. The night was trouble-free for the former runner-up UAE champions Bakar and Ahmadi, who moved into the lead by the end of the night. 2003 would see Qatari Mohammed Al Manai, who broke his back in a horrific crash several years ago, take a special award for his efforts, finishing in an incredible 6th overall. A broken prop shaft would hold Ahmed bin Sugat and Jassim Al Baluchi in the night, forcing them to retire after the third stage. The event was not good for the Chevrolet Tahoes. Ubaid Al-Athbor and Abdul Halim Busaidi, the reigning UAE champions, retired after the 6th special stage, after the oil pump gave up on their car. The final two legs of the 2003 1000 Dunes were held on the 7th of February, beginning at 8:20 in the morning near Margam. Raad Bakar and Nabil Ahmadi had moved into the lead during the night. Setting the fastest time on all the remaining stages, Bakar, who has attempted the 1000 Dunes 7 times without success, would win the event for the first time. Syed Al-Hamali suffered a puncture in the 12th special stage, effectively stopping him from regaining second position that he'd held earlier, while the 13th seeded Syed Al-Majid and Mohammed bin Balea in their Nissan Patrol went on to finish their first event in 2003, taking 4th overall. At 4 o'clock on the 7th of February in 2003, Raad Bakar and Nabil Ahmadi in the Liali Range Rover took first overall in a time of 5 hours and 9 minutes and 57 seconds, winning the Golden Sword for the first time. David Mabs and Brian Lightford in their Land Rover would take second, becoming the highest placed ever foreign team in the history of this rally, with Syed Al-Hamali and Ahmed Malik in only their second ever attempt at the 1000 Dunes, finishing in third. The unique characteristics of the 1000 Dunes make it an extremely prestigious event. Only one driver, the UAE's Khalifa Al Moutawi, has won the 1000 Dunes more than once. Moutawi, a seasoned desert and rally driver with Qatari Mubarak Al Hajri, won the first ever running of this event in 1996. The duo competed together in many other rallies and claimed their second 1000 Dunes victory again in 1998 and once more in 1999. The successful partnership ended that year, but Motawi teamed up with another experienced co-driver, Tariq Al-Warshaw, in 2001 to win the 1000 dunes once again. To date, no other driver has come close to the incredible record of 4 wins set by Khalifa Al-Motawi. The opening round of the 2004 UAE Championship, the Peace Rally, was made up of 6 stages, run in the Emirate of Ajman. This event was flagged off by Sheikh Abdulaziz bin Hamad Al Nuaimi. Raad Bakr and Nabil Ahmadi began the defence of their national championship title by taking a number of second-best stage times. Mechanical problems had thwarted this team, who were eventually forced to settle for the same position they took in 2003, second overall. David Mabs and Brian Lightfoot's Peace Rally was not well suited to their Land Rover, without the top speed of the saloon cars, and would finish the event in 6th, but nevertheless taking points. Obaid Al-Athwar and Abdul Halim Al-Busaidi in the Liberty Tahoe go 2 better than Mabs and finished the rally in a time of 29 minutes and 51 seconds in 4th position overall, 1 better than their result in 2003. A number of mechanical problems, which included losing the turbo, which was hastily changed in the service, dropped the reigning Middle East Group N champion Sheikh Abdullah Al-Qasimi and Gabi Khouri to finish a distant 9th overall. The surprise of this rally lay with the Mecca Cola-sponsored Mitsubishi of Rashid bin Garab and Tariq Al-Warshaw, who, despite problems with their fuel pump and a 40-second penalty, went on to take the fastest time overall in 27 minutes and 53 seconds. This was the first time this team had driven together since 1999. In the ex-Abdullah bin Maidan Range Rover, one of the newcomers to rallying, seeded a distant 38th, Khalifa Dabar and Mubarak Al-Shawi were one of the highest climbers in the event. They finished in 8th position overall, equaling the time of the second seeded David Mabs. Several of the low seeds posted impressive times, including Saeed Al-Shawi with the experienced David Mitri in the distinctly V8-sounding vehicle, who went on to finish the event a staggering 16 places up from their 29th seeding in 13th overall. At the Coral Beach in Sharjah, the official prize giving got underway, with Sheikh Abdulaziz bin Hamad Al Nuaimi on hand with the Emirates Motorsports Federation officials. The 13th seeded Michel Sala and Ruby Awada took 3rd overall in a time of 28 minutes and 17 seconds. In the opening event of 2004, the Peace Rally, the reigning champions Raad Bakr and Nabil Ahmadi had finished in the same time as Sala. However, they were awarded 2nd as they were quickest in the opening stage. 1st overall in the first rally of the 2004 UAE Rally Championship, Rashid bin Garab Al-Ketbi and Tariq Al-Warshaw in the Mecca Cola Mitsubishi Evo had returned to competition with a bang, winning the opening rally and leading the championship for the first time. So, after the first event of the 2004 season, this is what the points look like. Rashid bin Garab led from the reigning champion Raad Bakr, with Obaid Al-Athwar occupying 3rd ahead of his teammate Ahmed bin Sugat. David Mabs, the 2003 runner-up, held on to 5th ahead of Sadiq Fazal. In the Co-Drivers' Championship, Tariq Al-Warshaw occupied top slot, forcing the 2003 champion co-driver Nabil Ahmadi into 2nd. Michel Sala's co-driver Ruby Awada held on to 3rd ahead of the experienced Abdul Halim Busaidi. Ahmed bin Sugat's partner Jasmal Baluchi claimed 5th ahead of Brian Lightfoot, who finished 4th in the 2003 championship. The 2004 edition of the 1000 Dunes Rally attracted all the main championship contenders. Raad Bakr and Nabil Ahmadi, the reigning UAE Championship team, won the 2003 edition of the 1000 Dunes for the first time. Their win in 2003 in this event was key to their overall success that year. Bakr and Ahmadi would return in the same Range Rover. David Mabs is a 4x4 specialist who has also competed in the UAE Desert Challenge. Mabs completed every event he entered in 2003 and finished in 2nd in this event last year. Winner of the final rally of 2003, Obaid Al-Athwar and Abdul Halim Al-Busaidi won the 2002 championship through consistency. They return in 2004 as part of the 3-car Liberty Damas rally team. Sheikh Abdullah Al Qasimi, the 2001 UAE Rally Champion and Middle East Group N Champion, retired in the opening stage of this event in 2003. The former UAE champion would start this event as the number 4. The total automotive team, Sadiq Fazal and Imad Nabhan, who finished the 2003 championship in 5th, have competed in this event many times. Seated in 5th, they will compete in a diesel-powered Land Cruiser for the first time. The spectacular Ahmed bin Sugat with co-driver Jassim Al-Baluchi would start this event in 12th in another Liberty Damas Tahoe. Bin Sugat is a previous winner of this event. Syed Al-Hamli arrived with a bang on the rally scene. In 2003, in only his second ever attempt at the 1000 dunes, he finished in 3rd. Hamli returned to compete the 2004 championship after missing the first event of the season. A pair who had shown promise in 2003, now seated in 11th, Abdullah bin Hameidan and Majid Al-Suwaidi, appeared in 2004 in a high-powered Land Rover, 4x4 events being their forte. The second round of the 2004 UAE Championship, the 1000 Dunes Rally, began on Muraqabat Street in Dubai. The total distance of this 24-hour rally would be 774 kilometers, made up of 14 special stages. Patron of this event, Sheikh Mohammed bin Maktoum Al Maktoum, was on hand with the chairman of the Emirates Motorsports Federation, Mr. Abdullah bin Sugat, and Khalid Malik, to flag off the starters. Obaid Al-Athbor and Abdul Halim Al-Busaidi in the Liberty Tahoe would start in 1st, having claimed the fastest time in the prologue. The former champions who'd finished the Peace Rally, the first round in 4th position, were flagged away at 4 o'clock. One of the UAE's best-known endurance competitors, 6th-seeded Yahya Bilhili, joined up with Khalid Al-Kendi in the second Liberty Damas Chevrolet and began in 2nd. Having finished the prologue stage 6 seconds behind the leaders, the reigning 2003 champions, Raad Bakr and Nabil Ahmadi, in the Liali Range Rover, began this event in 3rd. The first leg of the 1000 dunes was held between the Al Ain and Hatta highways. This event would not begin well for Obaid Al-Athbor and Abdul Halim Al-Busaidi, who led the rally after the prologue. Setting the second fastest time in the first special stage, they incur a 5-minute penalty after the 4th stage, dropping them to 20th overall. Taking up where Athbor and Busaidi left off, the number 6, Yahya Bilhili and Khalid Al-Kendi in their Chevrolet Tahoe, second in the prologue, stamped their authority on this event. Clocking the fastest time in the first special stage in 17 minutes and 49 seconds, they complete the first leg with a 1-minute 14-second lead. Winners of this event in 2003, Raad Bakr and Nabil Ahmadi in the Liali Jewelry Range Rover, set the 3rd fastest time in the opening stage. A series of fast times kept the reigning champions in contention in the early part of this event, but disaster awaits them, retiring at the end of the first leg. David Mabbs and Brian Lightford, whose accomplishments in the 1000 dunes include 2nd in the 2003 edition, had claimed 4th fastest time in the prologue, but is only the 5th fastest here. However, this team consistently set good times throughout the opening stages and climb into 2nd by the night. The 3rd Liberty Damas car to show in the opening stage was that of the 12th-seeded Ahmed bin Sugat and Jassim Al-Baluchi. Sugat won the 1000 dunes back in 2000 with co-driver Wael Marjan. Here with Baluchi, they set the 4th fastest time. The 8th-seeded Syed Al-Hamli with Ahmed Malik and the Nissan Patrol were 3rd in the 2003 running of this event. Ahmed Malik is one of the few to have won the co-driver's event, winning the 1000 dunes with Mohammed Shibani back in 2002. Abdullah bin Hameidan and Majid Al-Suwaidi in the 11th-seeded Land Rover had driven well in the opening round. In this event, Hameidan sets the 8th fastest time in the prologue and was 8th fastest in the first stage. With several drivers retiring ahead of them, this team climb in the early stages to 5th. One of the most enduring partnerships in this championship is that of Sadiq Fazal and Imad Nabhan. In the diesel-powered Land Cruiser, the 5th seeds had set the 9th fastest time in the prologue. 11th fastest in the opening stage, they climb up the leaderboard with consistent times. Seeded 13th, Ali Al-Shawi and Rashid Al-Shamsi in the Nissan Patrol had climbed 10th in the prologue, but dropped down several places after the first stage, eventually completing the first leg in 16th place. The 29th seeded Saeed Al-Shawi with David Mitri were one of the highest climbers in this event. 11th fastest in the prologue, they set the 7th fastest time in the opening stage and continued to set top 10 stage times. Qatari Sheikh Hamad bin Eid Al Thani with Adil Farouz in a Nissan Patrol began as the 7th seeds, dropping several places in the prologue and setting only the 13th fastest time here. This experienced driver climbs back up the field to complete the first leg in 8th. The second non-Arab team to appear was that of Team Saluki. Mark Powell and Timothy Ansell had set the 14th fastest time in the prologue, but dropped to 26th by the end of the first leg. Setting equal 10th fastest in the first stage, one of the most familiar cars, the Nissan Patrol of Wael Marjan and Salah Mubarak, climbed from their seeded 38th, but jumped to 7th after the first leg. The night stages of the 1,000 dunes would see many changes, with several important competitors dropping out, including the 2003 winners Raad Bakar and Nabil Ahmadi. Those who would do well in the night, though, included David Mabs and Brian Lightford, who moved into 2nd overall by the end of the second leg. Up into 3rd overall by the end of the night stages, Saeed Al-Hamali, who was voted Best Novice Driver in 2002, now was showing that he truly is one of the UAE's up-and-coming 4x4 drivers. Abdullah bin Hameidan and Majid Al-Suwaidi in the Land Rover were having one of their best ever rallies and moved up into 5th. By the end of the second leg, the event had lost some 14 of the 37 starters, including the earlier leader Yahya Bilhili. Teammate Ahmed bin Sugat and Jassim Al-Baluchi moved into the lead by the end of the night. Saeed Al-Shawi and David Mitri continued their climb, the 29th seeded UAE Rally team moving up into 7th by the end of the night. The highest climber in the night was the 39th seeded Wael Marjan with co-driver Salah Mubarak, completing the second leg in 5th position in a time of 3 hours and 39 minutes. Qatar's Faisal Al Attiyah would retire at the end of the night, but Sheikh Hamad bin Eid Al Thani stayed on course in 8th place. The final leg of the 2004 1000 dunes was run close to the Sharjah Dade Road. This final section would be made up of 4 stages. During the course of the night, the 12th seeded Ahmed bin Sugat and Jassim Al-Baluchi in the Liberty Damask Chevrolet had opened up a lead of almost 2 minutes from the 2B racing team of David Mabs and Brian Lightford. In the opening stage, Sugat finishes 4th fastest and is again 4th fastest in the 12th special stage. Second at the end of the night was the Land Rover of David Mabs, but Mabs and Lightford rolled out of this event just meters after the restart in the morning, and the second competitor to show was the 8th seeded Saeed Al-Hamali and Ahmed Malik. Hamali, who was in 3rd place after the first leg, had driven consistently in the Nissan Patrol. Beginning the final stages just over 3 minutes behind Sugat, Hamali sets the 2nd fastest time in the opening stage of the final leg with 11 minutes and 47 seconds, 20 seconds faster than bin Sugat. In 4th position after the night stages, Abdullah bin Hameidan and Majid Al-Suwaidi in the Land Rover. Beginning the 3rd leg some 5 minutes behind Hamali and Malik, they had little real chance of catching them. However, with the withdrawal of Mabs, Hameidan and Suwaidi climbed to 3rd and keep up the pressure, finishing the 10th stage 13 seconds faster than the rally leaders. 4x4 specialist and former UAE champion co-driver Wael Marjan and Salah Mubarak had climbed from their 38th seeded position in the night up into 5th. The World of European Luxury sponsored team began the final leg over 10 minutes behind Hameidan. However, they managed only the 9th fastest time in the opening stage, although they are 6th fastest in the 12th. Sadly, they retire before the end of the rally. The first time out for the diesel Land Cruiser of Sadiq Fazal and Imad Napan had showed consistency. Completing the second leg in 6th position, this team began the third leg just under 40 seconds behind Wael Marjan. In the first competitive section of the day, however, they manage only the 11th fastest time, dropping 30 seconds to Marjan. However, this team complete the event in 6th overall in a time of 4 hours and 48 minutes. Several new drivers began to make their mark at the end of 2003. In 2004, the lowly 29th seeded Syed Al-Shawi with the experienced David Mitri had climbed an incredible 22 places during the night and moved into 7th. Al-Shawi and Mitri claimed the 6th fastest time in the opening stage of the final leg and are 5th fastest in stage 12, just 2 seconds slower than Bin Sugat and Baluchi. This impressive finish would give them valuable championship points. Qatari Sheikh Hamad bin Eid and Adil Farouz had dropped 1 place during the course of the night and began the final leg in 8th, a tantalizing 41 seconds behind Syed Al-Shawi. Taking the 7th fastest time in the opening stage, Sheikh Hamad stays in touch but joins the list of retirees before the end. Another Qatari team, that of Khalifa Al-Atir and Nasser Al-Khawari, completed the night sections just behind their compatriot in 9th. 8th fastest in the opening stage and 7th quickest in the 12th, they incurred time penalties before the end of the rally, but claimed 6th overall at the end of the day and are the highest foreign team to finish. Seeded in 23rd but up into 10th by the end of the second leg, the UAE Rally team of Sultan Al Awaid and Rashid Saeed in the Land Rover began the final competitive section almost 7 minutes adrift of the Qatari team ahead. Setting the 10th fastest time in the opening stage, this team go on to complete the event in 7th position in a time of 4 hours and 59 minutes. Beginning the final leg in 11th, the competitor who returned to rallying, Tamjeed Abdullah with Yazan Rijla. The Damas rally team had climbed 8 places from their seeded 19th and set the 10th fastest time in the 12th stage and incredibly move up another 3 places by the end of the day to claim 8th overall. Another experienced driver, Tawfiq Mitri with Jaffa Sahel in their Land Rover, were not having the best of events. Dropping to 12th position in the night, Mitri loses time in the opening stage, setting the 15th fastest time, and is another of the 16 competitors who retire before the end of the rally. In 13th after the night stages, dogged by a number of mechanical problems, the 3rd seeded Obaid Al-Athbor and Abdul Halim Busaidi began the final leg 40 minutes behind the leader Bin Sugat. Hathbor and Busaidi come out fighting though. Setting the fastest time in the opening stage in 11 minutes and 46 seconds, they are 29 seconds quicker than their teammates. First fastest again in the 12th stage, the early leaders of the rally climbed back another 4 places and finished the event in 9th overall. Ali Al-Shawi and Rashid Al-Shamsi, seeded 13th, had dropped 1 place during the night to 14th, but climbed back several positions to finish the rally in 10th overall in a time of 5 hours and 16 minutes. The second UAE Rally team car to show, the 16th seeded Abdullah Muhammad and Mohammed Douayev, had moved up 1 place by the end of the second leg. Incredibly, this team are the 5th fastest in the 10th special stage. They continue to set fast times. 8th quickest in the 12th stage, they complete the rally in 11th place. Chris Cargill and Ian Richardson, who failed to complete the first rally of the season, make amends. Time penalties drop them down, however, and they go on to finish 1 place better than their seeding in 13th overall. Seeded in 34th, another newcomer to rallying, Hassan German and Khalid Sabil, had moved up an incredible 17 places into 17th place after the second leg. Seemingly unfazed by the difficulty of this marathon event, they go on to finish in a well-deserved 12th place. Competitors who first appeared in 2003, the number 32 of the Mibar rally team of Rashid Faraj and Mohab Marous had climbed into 19th place by the end of the night stages. 16th fastest in the opening stage of the final leg, they complete the 1000 dunes in an incredible 14th overall. Team Saluki, Mark Powell and Timothy Ansell had moved up 4 places at the start of the final leg. By the end of the rally, they had secured 15th overall in a time of 6 hours and 27 minutes. The second Mibar rally team member, Richie Hanane and Cherbel El-Haig, were an impressive climber during the night stages. Up into 21st at the beginning of the final leg, they make it to the finish in 18th place overall. Out of the 37 competitors who began the event, more than half would retire. But bringing up the rear, the 15th-seeded Noor Bohumaid and Mohammed Hassan are the final finishers, completing the event in 17th place in a time of 8 hours and 7 minutes. At just after 4 o'clock on the 13th of February 2004, the 12th-seeded Ahmed bin Sugat with co-driver Jassim Al-Baluchi moved into the history books, winning the 2004 1000 dunes. This would be Sugat's second win of this, the UAE's most prestigious event. Third in this rally in 2003, the Abu Dhabi driver Saeed Al-Hamali and Ahmed Malik in their Nissan Patrol take second place. Perhaps one of the most telling results was the third position for the 11th-seeded Abdullah bin Hameidan and Majid Al-Suwaidi in their Land Rover. This impressive finish would move them into a position to challenge for the overall championship. So, after the second round of the 2004 UAE Championship, the positions at the top of the table changed. The win in the 1000 dunes by Ahmed bin Sugat gave him 20 points. With the 5 he collected in the first round, Sugat moved into a commanding lead. The first round leader, Rashid bin Gharab, who did not compete in this round, dropped to 5th. Saeed Al-Hamali's second place position in the 1000 dunes catapulted him into 2nd overall, while the double points from this rally also helped Abdullah bin Hameidan into 3rd. Sadiq Fazal, who finished the first round, took 8 in the 1000 dunes and held on to 4th. Syed Al-Shawi claimed 10 points from the 1000 dunes, while the 2003 champion Raad Bakar, who was in 2nd before this event, dropped to 7th overall. In the co-drivers championship, the changes were no less dramatic. Jassim Al-Baluchi rocketed to the top of the table. The 20 points from the 1000 dunes moved him into an 8-point lead over Ahmed Malik, who did not score points in the first round. Majid Al-Suwaidi, Abdullah bin Hameidan's co-driver, suddenly found himself in 3rd with 12 points, just ahead of Tariq Al-Warshaw, who partnered bin Gharab to victory in the opening round. David Mitri climbed into 5th position above Imad Nabhan, Sadiq Fazal's co-driver, while the 2003 champion co-driver Nabil Ahmadi slipped from 2nd to 7th. The second round of the UAE National Rally Championship had a profound effect on the overall standings. Bin Sugat had deposed bin Gharab at the top of the table. However, several other capable drivers had moved into the championship picture. With 4 more events to go, the series was witnessing one of the hardest fought championships in memory.